Okay, so let's do another tactical video, and this time it's going to be for Newcastle and Eddie Howe's tactics for the high-flying Magpies. As usual, I've done a little bit of research. I'm going to leave the link for that article in the description so you can take a look at it if you want to learn a little bit more about how they play in depth. But what we're going to do here, we're going to take a look at the default tactics here, the players you have available, set up some instructions and some team tactics, and we're going to take it into online divisions or online seasons. Division 2 we're going to try to promote, and this is going to be kind of like a follow-up to the video I posted yesterday with Union Berlin. We did not make the promotion there, but we kept our spot in the division. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start by breaking down like the default lineup and tactics in the game for Newcastle. One thing I've noticed is that FIFA generally has more authentic and real tactics than PES had, like in PES 2021. So the formations and the tactics and the instructions are actually not that far off from what they're doing in real life. So keep that in mind. Very interesting to compare PES and FIFA in that way. But I think this is pretty much the default starting 11. I don't think I did all that many changes to it. The only change I did was to insert Dan Burn at left back instead of Matt Target. So, as usual, I've made a list of like bullet points here. I'm going to present them in regards to how they are playing in real life and how Eddie Howe has set up the team, what kind of like player rotations he likes to do, what he tries to accomplish with this team. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to leave the link if you want to take a little bit more of an in-depth view on how they play. You can check the link in the description. So, first of all, it's the 4-3-3 tactic that also can turn into a 4-5-1 when they defend. So basically, the wingers are going to come back and help out in defense, especially Miguel Almiron at right wing. He has an incredible working engine. He can press high and he can also come back to help out in defense. So they like to do a very high and intense press from the front and try to do a one-on-one press and keep the shape of the entire team very compact. Try to limit the space and opportunity that the opponent has to build up from the back and do good passing. Of course, that will leave them vulnerable for passes in behind. If the opponent has some quick strikers, they can run in behind and they do the good pass. They are going to succeed against Newcastle because they are playing so high and so compact with their defensive line. That's a weakness and also a strength. So basically, yeah, both their forwards and their midfielders, and when I say midfielders, I mean the wingers. When they come back to defend, they count as midfielders. So the midfielders like to step up to follow the opposing player if they have the ball higher on the pitch. Let's say they do a press and the opposing player is forced to maybe turn his running direction back towards his own goal. The midfielder will follow him and press him, keep pressing him, instead of letting go of the press. And basically doing this high press, you try to avoid short passing against you, like short pass combinations through your midfield. You force the opponent to try to go long. And here Newcastle have a lot of good aerial defenders, especially Burn, Botman and Schär. Very good in the air. And then Trippier is decent, but he's not in there to defend. I'll come back to that in a little bit. So they try to force the long balls, and pretty much they have things under control if the opponent starts hitting those long balls towards their defenders. So basically, just to round up like the defensive aspect of it, Dan Burn will be like a defensive fullback, while Trippier will be the attacking fullback. And because Trippier might be caught upfield a lot of the times, it's extra important that you have Almiron that is able to track back and play defense. So it works out. It's a perfectly good balance in regards to that. Let's switch to the attacking. Yeah, one more thing on the defending. So because the defensive line is so high, Nick Pope, the goalie, is going to be sweeper keeper. And he's going to come out, and he is actually pretty good at handling the ball with his feet. So that's a very important aspect of it. He has to come out and sweep because of the high defensive line. Okay, so let's turn the focus to the offense. Basically, obviously when you do a high press, you're going to win the ball on turnovers and you're going to get chances on the counter. So whenever they get the counter opportunity, they're going to try to find the quickest way to goal and try to finish it. Other than that, they like to basically try to get their wingers that have a lot of skill, a lot of speed, and they can also score goals. Saint Maxima and Almiron, they want to try to isolate them wide, 1v1 versus the fullbacks. And basically you have these three midfielders here that will also they will push up to basically try to force the defense into marking them, and that will lead to the wingers having that one-on-one opportunity, right? So we'll try to take advantage of the creativity and the dribbling and the speed of Almiron and Saint Maxima. They like also to do wide overloads, which I guess is a natural part of this formation, and you have these midfielders who can run up and down. You get the ball wide, you get some runs, you also get some overlaps from Trippier. You will be able to overload wide. They love to do some give and goes, especially Miguel Almiron loves to do like a quick 1-2 combination to try to get in behind or open up space. And that's pretty much everything I've mentioned here. So just to round things up, this starting 11 you see right here is my preferred starting 11. In real life, they play a little bit differently. So the goalie and the back four is going to be similar to real life. Then Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield is going to be the central midfielder. Although he's not a DMF, that is very important to point out. Because actually they are playing, I'm going to show you here. So you have Bruno Guimaraes right here. And then on this position where I am playing Willock, they start Sean Longstaff. So Longstaff is going to be the defensive-minded midfielder, but he's going to play towards the right side there. So Bruno is going to be there in the middle because he has playmaking skills, which makes more sense to have him centrally in the midfield, but the defensive duties is going to be on this player right here, which in real life is Sean Longstaff. But I'm using Willock because he has high work rates, while Longstaff only has like medium. And then on this central midfield position, as far as I can tell, they actually are often starting Joelinton at left wing instead of Saint Maxima. And then they have Saint Maximin coming off the bench to add that creative spark whenever they need it. So Joelinton is basically going to be starting at left winger, and then Willock is going to be here. But I'm doing this setup because I want to play attacking football, and I want to have Saint Maximin on the pitch from the start. So this is basically a personal decision based on the players. As you will notice here, all central midfielders have high work rates, which is pretty awesome. And it's really useful in this kind of tactics that we're going to do right here. And then the striker, I'm going with the Swedish Isak. However, I don't think he has played all that much in real life. It's actually Wilson and Chris Wood that are the strikers. Wilson is the preferred striker, but Wood can also come on and be very effective in the press and be like a target guy, while Wilson is more like an all-around kind of striker with speed and finishing ability, right? But personally, I like Isak right here because he has a 5-star weak foot, and that is pretty amazing for a central striker in a 4-3-3 that plays counters. Super useful to be able to finish with both feet. So I'm going with Isak. So let's jump into the tactics. We're going to do a pressure on heavy touch. I think in reality, in real life, they are playing more maybe constant pressure, but that is going to be suicide, I think, online. It's better to do pressure on heavy touch and do like a controlled press, like in certain situations. We're going to have a narrow width of 40, depth of 60. The entire team has to be high to do that press. Build-up play is going to be balanced. Chance creation also unbalanced. We're going to do a little bit of everything. 50 width, 4 players in the box, 3 and 2 on corner free kicks. Obviously, personal choice right there. So for the instructions, I've put come back on defense on both wingers. And I don't think I did anything else. I think I changed Saint Maximin from cutting inside to balanced width, because I want to use his width. So that is applied to both wingers. Come back on defense and balanced width. Then for the striker, we have get in behind, which I think is a default tactic, default instruction, I mean, on those guys. And then we have Bruno Guimaraes, the central midfielder here. He's going to have balanced attack, balanced and balanced, everything balanced. It's going to have cover center on defensive position. Then for Willock, I'm going to put stay back while attacking, because one of these guys have to stay back when we attack. So it's going to be him. And we have cover wing on him, so we can cover for Trippier in case Trippier is caught upfield. Willock is going to stay back and cover that space. Joe Linton, we're going to have attacking, get forward attacking support. He's going to make runs into the opposing half. And we also have cover wing for him. Then for Guimaraes, I think I did Guimaraes already. Yeah, my apologies. Dan Burn, he's going to stay back while attacking. We're going to have overlap. We're going to have step up on every single of our defenders. So they step up and man mark the opposing players, so they don't have any space to turn around and do like fancy stuff. So Burn is going to have step up. Botman is going to have step up. Also Scher is going to have step up. Trippier is going to join the attack on overlaps, and he's also going to step up. And then we have the goalie Nick Pope. He's going to come for crosses and be a sweeper keeper. So that's basically the instructions for this team. So that is pretty much it. So I've already played the entire season in Division 2 with them. And we're going to cut into the highlights now, and then we're going to do a summary at the end of the video. So I hope you enjoy the highlights, and I'll see you in like 15 minutes.
Este día plácido, perfecto para comentar el partido de hoy.
Golazo! Okay, this should be a good one. Oh. Oj, oj, oj. No. Oj, 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 that's a huge chance. Uchi, what a save! Goalie, come on! Oj, 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 man. No. Here we go, Almiron. That's exactly what you want to do with Almiron. Use the dribbling, use the speed. Just get the finish on goal. There we go, Maxima to Isak. Oh. Now we're talking second half counter-attacking. Just perfect. Yeah, and it disconnects. Hey, Dortmund. This is gonna be a good one. I think Dortmund is 4.5 stars, so it's a better team. Let's see how we hold up. Come on. There we go. Almiron, man. No. Wow, we get a penalty for that? No way, man. A momentum switch from the penalty miss. Oof, it's dangerous. Super dangerous, man. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. I just had to do it. I had to sacrifice him. My apologies for the dirty play here, but I just had to do it. We hang on for the win. Big win. Considering the opponent and considering like what happened towards the end of the second half. Yeah. No way, no way, no way, no way. No. Ah, I thought I fouled him. So this opponent feels really good. He's playing good, he's putting on a very effective press, he's very patient when attacking. If I manage to win this one, it's gonna be a huge win, no doubt. Oh! Penalty? Are you for real now? Let's see if I can score this penalty. Yeah. Ah. I do a perfect, absolutely beautiful press there. And don't get the ball. Talk about complicating it unnecessarily, man. Wow. What? We promote with that win, we secure the promotion, we can also still get the title. Yeah, so we have 19, we secure promotion by 1 point. We have 3 matches remaining. Okay, so we face Napoli, another pretty good team. I think there are 4.5 stars, one of the most fun team to play with. There's no way he saved that. Oi, 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 oi. I was certain he scored there. Okay, so we're 45 minutes away from the title and going undefeated for the entire season. We almost win every game. We secure the title. Oh. Hey! So we go 7-1-0. And we get the Division 2 title. So stark contrast between this team and Union Berlin, which we did in the previous season. But let's summarize things a little bit before I end the video. Okay, so there we have it. We promote in impressive fashion, I would say. That was an extremely fun team to play with. So we managed to do a good press. We managed to play the defense like we're supposed to play it. The offense was pretty much exactly as we set it up. We used the wingers to create things. The strikers scored some goals. We got some goal contributions from the midfield. Bruno Guimaraes with a couple of bangers, at least one banger. But I mean, Alain Saint-Maximin is so amazing in this game. You can dribble, you can do a lot of stuff with him. And also Isak was pretty good. But definitely feel like this is a team you should try if you want like a second tier team, like a 4-star team, and you can have a lot of fun with them. You will definitely be able to match a lot of your opponents. As you could see, I beat Dortmund, I beat Napoli, and yeah, I have nothing else to say. This is a 10 of 10 recommended team to try out. Head over to Online Seasons and give it a go, guys. I almost guarantee you won't be disappointed. But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up. I'm not sure which team I'm gonna do next. I'm considering doing one more season with Newcastle in Division 1, but at the same time I get a little bit bored if I played more than one season with a team, so I might switch it up. I'm looking at several teams. I'm considering Lens from the French league. They have been pretty good for a couple of seasons now. Other teams we could try out is was thinking about the team the other day. I can't remember exactly which it was, but if you have some suggestions, you can leave it in the comments and I will consider them. At some point I'm going to do every suggestion either way, because I want to do tactics, to try different teams, and also to try to help you guys out if you want some help with the tactics. Well, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked it, and if you disliked it, dislike it. If you have some feedback, leave a comment. I really appreciate every kind of feedback for my content. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.